Press. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit-Memphis connection. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit-Memphis connection. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit-Memphis connection. Pull up on me, I got it all on me. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit-Memphis connection. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit-Memphis connection. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Brillo, and of course, Justin, the Detroit Memphis.
Need another pull up on me.
Pull up on me.
You already know the vibes. We back. We in here. Season 2, the classic pack. Of course, you see it. We talking South Central. And man, I gotta say, man, I'm happy to be back, man. Season 2, the classic pack, man. How you feeling?
Back at it, man. I had to put Genie Lamp on my background. I don't know why. I just want to put Genie Lamp up there.
Man, that's that Kansas City smack, man. You know I gotta get into him.
I never knew his name until I just did the rewatch. You know, I'm like, man, they was Genie Lamp.
Man, we know him as the Kansas City Smack man. So we're gonna get into it, man. I'm pleased to say, man, this movie was a lot better than it was. I feel like watching it when I was younger. I don't know, maybe I'm just more mature, more wise, man. I think this movie had some jewels. It definitely had a message, man. So what's your overall? Do you think it deserved the title as classic to be on the classic pack?
Oh, it's definitely a hood classic, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to got a couple people in here already.
Oh yeah, they're gonna double back and catch us on the rewatch. What up, Key? Daria, One Journey. I definitely think this deserved to be on the classic pack. Nonetheless, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna take it right from the beginning, man. 1982, OG Bobby Johnson just get out of prison, man. So his homeboys come pick him up. We got Ray, we got Loco, and what's my man name? The big fella. I can't remember his name. Can you remember his name?
I couldn't tell you. I watched the Cliff Notes version of it.
Right.
Catch me up real quick.
So they come pick up OG Bobby Johnson. He get out of jail, and soon as he get out of jail, you know. He throw up the deuce, man. So they in the gang. It's the deuce. It's pretty much kind of like the Crips, I believe, because you know they wear blue. They say cuz.
He said his name was Bear.
Bear. Okay. So those three come pick up OG Bobby Johnson, and you know I was noticing, man, they had on them Detroit hats, man. So I'm thinking like, man. So I don't know. I don't really know a lot about gang culture out in LA, but let's just say if I go out there, I probably wouldn't be able to wear my Detroit Tigers fitted.
I'm gonna take all that off.
What you think? I'm in that boy. I ain't gonna throw the Detroit Tigers fitted, but the OG is finally home and he ready to get right back into it. But he found out he found out. So they driving home. They ask him about his baby. And I don't know if you caught, man. He said he don't know the baby name. He don't know nothing. Right? So he finally gets to the crib. And why don't you just tell us where his girl at when he gets to the crib?
And when he get to the crib, he found out his girl being laying up with Genie Lamp.
This right here is the Kansas City Smack Man. Basically, so he's selling that Sherm in the hood, in their project. So, you know, this is a conflict of interest right here. You see where this is going. And plus, the Deuces, they want to consolidate. They want to consolidate the drug trade. So, of course, they got a plan. But right here, the Kansas City Smack Man. How'd you feel about this dude, man? I see you got the picture up.
Of course, slime ball. A1 slime ball.
Definitely Hall of Fame, slime ball, Hall of Fame. I wouldn't go suck a simp because he was kind of pimping. He had the look going. Right. But never fear. My man Ray has a plan. So he calls this meeting. The meeting
Ray 1.0.
Right. The first, right. Ray in the beginning, the OG. right here. We're gonna get into why he is probably a Sucker Simp Hall of Fame goated inductee in the future. We're gonna get into it, but you see him right here. He has a plan to drive all the independent dealers out. And what's his plan, Sugar?
Take over South Central, man.
Right, basically just take over. All the games are to get a territory and basically push the other independent crews out, straight like that. So first 30 minutes, that's what we getting right here. Ray Ray has a plan to push everybody out. So one of the funniest parts was, man, Party too hood with it. So these fools go to the Kansas City Smackman club, and he got the baby with him at the club, man. I hit the air horn for that, man. They took little J-Rock to the club. They got him at the Kansas City Smackman club. Of course, they doing their thing, partying. They just, regular day, but he got the baby with him, which was crazy to me. It was real loose in the 80s, man.
Father of the year.
He took his son to the club, had the deuce rag on him. Like, yeah, it was going down. Definitely going down. And of course, moving right along with the plot. Right when he get back from the club, who gets to pressing? Because of course they had words. You already know what time it is. They definitely had words. But the Kansas City Smackman is pressing Bobby Johnson, of course. So he kind of tell him, come with me, pull the pistol. Big fella pulled a pistol out on him, and then what happened? Right. Try to get him hooked on the sherm, so they make him take a line. Of course, it didn't work. But so by this time, you already know what's next. What's next is we got the iconic potato silencer. Tell us a little bit about this potato silencer, my guy.
It's a gun with a potato on it to muffle the sound.
And in this scene, right, so they hit this Kansas City Smackman little club, and he in there with one bodyguard. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. One bodyguard. So of course they bust in there, they press it, and that's when we get the OG earns his teardrop or his black heart with the iconic potato over the muzzle, and sends the Kansas City Smackman, turns his water off. And there you have it. It's the end of the Kansas City Smackman, but it's the beginning of the end for the OG. And why is that?
Stupid.
Not only
they're taking a ride, right? They pull up on some servers, and of course, one of them is undercover, and the little loco guy, he's telling all the business. And of course,
hell no, he talking about, yeah, I'm down for that 187. What? Yeah. He just met this chick. He's telling everything, and of course,
everybody gets jammed up.
Everybody get jammed up, and Bobby Johnson, being who he is, he will not snitch. They even brought his son in there for him to hold. And he wasn't having it, so he goes to jail. And then we get a time jump, and then we meet the little OG.
Well, I know you got that clip.
Huh?
I said, I know you got that clip.
You already come on.
Demon time.
Come on, we got the clip. We meet the little OG, and the little OG, he having a tough time. His mom is, she doing her thing or whatever. She hooked on the sherm. He got to fend for himself out here. So he strap up, go out, and then he runs into Ray Ray. Ray Ray gives him a proposition. What's that proposition?
Be down with the deuce.
Be down with the deuce. So he put him to work, right? He puts OG Bobby Johnson's son to work to go steal some car stereos. That's how you know
He
it's
walked
the
in the
80s,
wrong
it's
house.
the 90s, car stereos. So he's doing good for a while. Then he steals the wrong stereo. We got the clip, brutal clip right here. It's hard to watch, so I'm gonna play it twice.
Level 10.
For God's sake, Willie, what was it?
I got that bastard. Call the cops.
So Willie in there getting his freak on, and of course, Lil J Rock tried to get the radio, and this was one of the most brutal shots. I don't know. It looked very realistic.
How did this little kid survive, but Ricky died?
Right. Ooh. What?
For God's sake, Willie, what was it?
I got that bastard. Call the cops.
He got him good.
That is, he got him. Was he wrong? That's what I'm asking you. Sugar, half of the DMC. Was he wrong for damn near turning this kid's water clean off?
I almost want to say he wasn't.
That's a tough one.
I ain't gonna be controversial today. It was a kid. It was a kid.
He saw that it was a kid too, and he shot him in the back. And it's a car stereo, so I gotta say he was wrong.
But it's the hood.
Right. And that's probably the fourth car stereo that they got stole from this man, minding his own business. But this is brutal.
For God's sake, Willie, what was it?
I got that bastard. Call the cops.
Classic moment.
So classic moment. So J Rock survives that like a G. Yes, he survives that. And OG Bobby Johnson, he's doing his bid like the OG that he is, of course, doing his bid, lifting weights, and you see Loco getting pressed basically by the Aryans, getting pressed by the Aryans on the yard. So he goes over there to help him, and the Aryans, of course, you know they want to charge him 10 cartons of cigarettes or whatever. But Loco gives OG Bobby Johnson the news that Ray Ray is out here slanging car stereos, and he finds out why his son gets shot and what's the OG's next move.
Hold on, before we get into that, I want a real quick versus. Pookie at his worst versus Loco at his worst.
Ooh. I gotta go Pookie. Because Loco still had, he still knew he was Loco, but he wasn't that damn Loco. He knew Ray Ray wasn't up to nothing, up to no good. He told like, damn, they ran my man off the set. He told OG Bobby Johnson what was going on. And but that's a tough one, man. Who you giving it to?
Yeah, Pookie is definitely worse.
Definitely worse. But you see Loco right there. So he tells, what does he tell? Yeah, he tells him that. What's OG's next move, bro?
Shoot, to get up out of there and go see his son as soon as he hit that parole.
Right. So he got to get out the gang. So of course, they're not having that. So the Aryans is on his ass, and of course they try to, do what I guess the cliche jail thing. They about to hem this dude up, him OG up, and who comes to the rescue?
The other deuces.
The Nation. They come to the rescue.
Nation, yeah.
They come to the rescue and save my man. But even before they saved him, right when he found out and he quit the deuces, which you know they're not having that. When the deuces say, okay, well, whatever, we're not gonna protect you. They tried to press the OG, and this is how the OG gets down when you try to press him on the yard.
Hey, these four jackets, darky.
First of all, that tray was flimsy as ever, but I guess it was supposed to be metal. But that was like some aluminum foil.
Hey, these four jackets, darky.
That's the OG fast at work. The Marcus say Loco versus Sam. Ooh, I gotta. Damn, that's an even better one.
No, Sam still has some sense, man.
That's what I'm saying. I damn
Even under the influence.
Sam.
So
Sam was definitely harder. So this is just kind of wrapping up. Ray Ray goes to the hospital. He has a mother figure. Of course, Child Protective Services comes to get him. And OG, he starts reading the book, gets wiser, and he's up for parole. And what happens?
gets out, goes to see him. Am I going too fast?
Nah, you right there. He goes to see him, goes to see his son. And of course, his son is like, whatever. You're not Deuce, because he deuced up at this point. And how hard was little J-Rock when he went to the little group home? They tried to press him. They immediately piped down when he threw them deuces up. He set their asses on the bed. Like, oh, he big time. He sat on the bed like an OG. But Ray Ray, of course, he leaves.
You think that's point out to Goofy?
It could be. To me, it kind of made me think like that damn, the Deuce is like the gang that's running the street. So if you throw that up, even the little fellas, you know what I'm saying, they kind of piped down. But it was goofy how they just, if this was reality, they still would have pressed his ass. They don't care nothing about that.
Right.
But he hit the dash on him, of course, gets up out of there, and he goes to see Ray Ray, of course. And OG Bobby Johnson finds out, and we get the iconic final scene of the movie. And that is when Ray Ray is asking J-Rock to shoot the man who shot him in the back. And OG Bobby Johnson talks him out of it. And then we get our last iconic moment. Go ahead.
Message.
Right, we get the message of the year. He's telling them, if you take a man's life, if you steal something from a man, you can return it. Take a man's life, you can't. And fades to black. The OG has his son, and end of the movie, and it was a big overarching message. Basically, take care of your sons out here, because OG Bobby Johnson was blaming everybody for his son getting shot, but he wasn't there to protect him because he was in jail. And where was OG Bobby Johnson's dad?
Nowhere to be found.
Like nowhere to be found. He was also in jail. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the Classic Pack Season 2, Episode 1. Go ahead.
One Journey wants to know where to watch the Classic Pack.
Oh, she probably mean where can she watch South Central? It's on Tubi for free, so go check it out. Definitely check it out. It's on Tubi, free of charge. DMC approved. So next week's pack, go ahead. I wish we had a drum roll or hit the air horn or something.
Next week's pack, my first pick for Season 2 is Training Day. Training Day.
Okay, definitely. I can't wait. Oh yeah. Definitely. But yes, Sucker Simp inductee. We got Ray Ray going in there. And then we got another iconic classic slime ball that I totally forgot about, man. The Kansas City Smack, man. And One Journey, when you go and watch this, make sure you check out the manicure on the Kansas City Smack, man. That boy had them Cardi B nails. But what's next for your channel, bro?
All right. So as far as next week, I'll be leading the next classic pack, so they'll be on my channel. But more than likely, we always post on both channels anyway, so eventually you'll see it. Either channel, doesn't matter. Yesterday, of course, I'm covering Chucky, so I did my reaction on that. Also, Power Wars next Sunday. Finally going. I've been behind on it, but gonna be doing it next Sunday, and we're also gonna be doing season 3 predictions for Raising Kanan on Wednesday, and I will announce the categories there. Walking Dead, the series finale is tomorrow. I'm gonna try to cover that as best as I can, but I also got a podcast that I'm running on Sunday as well, so busy here. That's about it.
See, DMC, stay heavy pressing. What's next for me? Of course, I was supposed to drop the plug episode 2 at 6 o'clock, but I gotta shoot a few moves, so I'm gonna push that back to tomorrow. Around 6 o'clock. Just keep the notification bells on. We got plug verses. Okay, so that's when we're gonna do the plug verses and a couple other little segments for that show real quick. And of course, on Monday we got Not Another Boring Live episode 4. I don't know if Sugar gonna be able to be in the building, but you know it's always up there. He gonna try to make it Monday at 8:05. But we're about to get up out of here. Hope you enjoyed the Classic Pack Season 2, Episode 1. Go lock in with the JH review. And of course, lock in with Brillo the Big Review, aka Brillo the Plug. Rebranding Brillo the Plug. Peace.
Yo.
Connection. Brillo and Jess in the Detroit Memphis connection. Pull up on me. I got it all on me. Brillo